Yeah, what is up guys? Welcome to vlog number 58. I'm gonna try and play a song. This is, you'll see. Cool. So yeah, I was just trying to explore a little bit to play, a solo and just to kind of, try to explore some ideas. It's kind of like a practice, just like trying to see what I can do with the song and trying to kind of challenge myself with some harmonic stuff or different ideas that I was trying to push. So I'm not sure if it all sounds completely cohesive, but that's part of practice. Yeah, these tuning pegs are amazing. It's just like really, it's just perfect. Really keeps the tuning on spot. Yeah, so I think when we're practicing solos, I think one of the biggest things that are helpful, which I didn't really do this time, I think, as much, is to try to have contrasting ideas, so when we're repeating an idea, we're creating context. In that sense, by playing something twice or more, I create context for the listener, and that's a little bit how jazz works, right? Because the phrases are very complex, but they're actually kind of triggering information in your brain because you already know them, right? So even if the phrase can be like, which is a chromatic and complex phrase, but since you play jazz and you're familiar with that language, that will trigger these tagging things that happened in your mind, whether again you're a listener or an artist, and then that would be like a word, right, or something of that nature. So basically that's already repetition, but again, that's not repetition for most people. That's also one of the problems with that music. Not problems, but issues in that sense. You need to spend more time to connect with jazz, to learn these triggers and to be associated in your mind would be connect to these ideas. In any case, when we're playing something twice, so like if I just have a F7 and I'm playing, so I can create this context, right? So even like, I'm just kind of filling in the gap, but even that phrase as contrast to the first one note phrase or idea was stronger than different things, and you can of course go more extreme. So like for example, 1, 2. Whatever. Wow, that was awful. I'm sorry. So, I don't know, when I was playing the standard, I was just trying to like get a little bit of a vibe with like the thing in the middle, like the little bridge, just kind of E-flat-y, something simple, and then kind of, playing it maybe between the A's, maybe in the solo, it could happen as well, I don't know, it could happen to you, maybe not. And I was just trying to, try to mess around with the progression in different ways, and sometimes it was extreme, and sometimes it made more sense, sometimes it didn't, I think. But yeah, that's like a part of the exploration, I think, and that's like part of practice, to find things that are cool that you're into. And I'm sure that if I'll listen back to what I played, I'll have some stuff that I was like, that's not cool, the same. So I think it's the same process, just checking out stuff that you dig, and I think that kind of process of listening to what we're doing. So now I think I'm going to actually watch it and check it out. So I'll listen to what I play and be like, okay, this is not cool, I need to work on that, that phrase was not tight, or that idea was not clear enough, or so I think kind of like taking a minute and listening to what we're doing and figuring out why it's cool or why it's not cool. And again, it's totally personal, right? You have different tastes than your friend. But that process, I think, is really helpful, and you can do the same thing when you're listening to things you dig. So you can be like, oh, I really like, Herbie Hancock, so just like check him out and understand why he's good. And I'm talking about like listening in just like a very aware kind of way, that not necessarily even transcribing, like just saying like, oh, this is cool, why is it cool? Oh, okay, because he's really taking his time, or exactly the opposite. It's cool because he's just playing 8 notes and burning the whole, changes, and it's amazing. It could be anything that you dig. So, but I think like understanding and kind of using words and tagging for yourself to understand why it's great is really helpful. Instead of putting these, masters on a pedestal that are just geniuses, that's like not that helpful, I feel. So, yeah. well, I need to do more videos. Please leave more comments, tell me if this is helpful, and also just tell me the more stuff you want me to talk about, and I'll do another video tomorrow with some of the stuff from vlog 57 that you told me to record. So yeah, that's about it for today. I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.